Hello and welcome to second episode of Let's Call It podcast. Today we will be talking about things that I think touched all of us at some point of our life. So we will talk about low self-esteem, about liars, pants on fire, and about high hopes that we all have and we can't meet it sometimes. So, at first, I would like to talk about a few things that happened to me last month, and I think like all of you can find something in this because I think we all have been through this at some point. Um, I've realized that this is my observation. This is something that I've noticed when we meet other people. We don't see that they have roots, and I will talk about uh, an example because all of us began our stories somewhere somehow with someone. We have families, we are someone's daughter, son, we are someone's sister, brother. But when it comes to meeting another person, we see them like aliens, not connected with anyone. A few days ago, I've heard something that hurt me a lot and was also taught me something new about different perspectives, and that sometimes we want to see things and we want to treat people like we would like to be treated. Someone said to me that first times are never important and never means anything. And maybe I would agree, but I couldn't. At first, I was a bit bitter because I thought that, yeah, maybe I'm just too idealistic, and maybe we live in a culture when you can just take a bite of someone, like emotional bite, use emotional kind of McDonald's, quick, fast, and another one, please. But then I realized that the problem and the point when it hurt me was somewhere else. Because this person was someone extra into family, into siblings, a lot of love. This is not the first person like this that loves family but can't love other people and treat them like items to fulfill their ego. And then I realized that maybe the good question will be, what would you do if someone would say the same thing and broke a heart of your tiny sister or your tiny brother or anyone who you love? Imagine that someone will come to you at one day and will say the same thing, like, hey, will cry on your shoulder with, hey, you know what, someone told me that my love and my feelings and my faith that people can be honest with each other is broken. Someone said to me that my feelings are not important and doesn't mean nothing because they're first. They're one of many that someone can feel. And I think that it may change your perspective a bit because we have roots, and breaking heart and treating another people has effect like butterfly effect, like this Batman had an effect for coronavirus and changing the world for these few months. This is kind of like this is kind of I feel like this action and reaction, simple physics, nothing special. So my point of view changed a bit, and I realized that maybe this is a trade-off. Maybe when someone hurts you, it helps you to realize new things. As someone said, maybe some things can break your heart but may fix your vision. And maybe this is the point where events like this change our perspective and help us to see more, like bigger picture of it. Because it's never a loss to have high hopes, and it's never bad thing to feel more, and it's never bad thing to love people if they even if they don't love us back or treat us badly. But the point is that we have to realize that we don't have to stay, and that people who hurt us are just worth, I don't know how to say it, but maybe in other words. Um, like a few days ago, I was talking with my friends about liars, about cheating. It was like, oh, huge conversation. But anyway, the final point, the outcome was that someone who cheats on you have to be really unhappy person, because cheating is a form of showing how low how self-esteem do you have, how much you want to prove yourself that you can have everything even if it's not worth it, and you want to sacrifice your happiness, your love, your safety, only to taste, hey, maybe I can have it even if I don't need it, because it's a challenge, it's an ego booster, whatever. It shows weakness, and it shows how broken these people are. This is interesting. The other conclusion was related with all this all this huge boom for changes, physical changes like gym, like healthy eating as a core of happiness. And it's cool. It's cool if you like it, if you want to change yourself, but this is not the way to fill the void inside you. The problem is you may eat healthy, be fit, whatever, but it won't change nothing if your heart is poisoned. And you will still be unhappy, and you will make other people unhappy. This is so fucking shallow. I I I'm really interested. I don't judge, but I'm really interested why people spend so much time listening to coaches, like dating coaches, life coaches, whatever, mentors, pay for it, pay for the wisdom, if they can't, they don't try to change your soul or whatever. They change only things around you, and it doesn't affect you at all. Most of these people are really lost in their lives. Dating coaches are divorced. Dating coaches are unhappy. Life coaches don't have a fucking clue about life. They didn't go through anything. They didn't experience stuff. They just talk about random shit that they've read in books. And that's how why and how I appreciate experience as a way to grow. Sometimes some lessons that we have to learn are not awesome. Sometimes we meet people that will hurt us, break us. That's not good, that's not fine. But at the end, this darkness that we have to go through helps us to see how much fucking luck do we have that we are in the place where we are. That every broken heart teach you that you have the best friends. You have a lot of love that you don't notice. You have beautiful minds around you, beautiful souls. Um, Not having money can teach you how beautiful things are in their most simple. Like experiencing is worth much more than having. The education doesn't mean that you are smart, so also it changes your point of view, that you may be extra educated, you may read a lot, but you may be fucking stupid piece of shit in your life. So I'm sorry, but this is the truth. And yeah, and also this point of feeling nothing, feeling numb, can teach you how to enjoy, appreciate, and show gratitude for small, little, simple, basic things. If you don't go through hell, you can't appreciate good things. That's why contradictions are necessary in our life. I think that this all things that we go through are really important, and sometimes I'm really lack out of hope, and I don't believe that things may change for better, because last year was kicking my ass all the time. Like, you hear some excuses all the time, and at some point you are just tired. At first you feel anger if someone like play with your feelings, whatever. You feel anger, but then you realize that it doesn't make any sense, because if you can look at yourself in the mirror and you are not ashamed of who you are, and you are not ashamed that you hurt someone because you know that you were honest, that's the only thing that it's important. Yes. What else can I say? I want to say something smart, but if I would be smart, I wouldn't have to. I could die, because I would be like, oh, I knew everything, whatever. Ooh, it never happened. If you stop asking questions, that means that you are dead. And that's the scariest part. What I wanted to say also is that I've noticed, and it scares me, that um, sometimes uh, I still can catch myself on being afraid of human interactions, and I would like to go and show my heart to all of the world. But at the same point, I'm in the mode of don't touch my soul with your dirty hands. And I think this is, and I'm scared because I think this is a fucking good idea and good quote. I'm afraid the most that someone will come into my world, know me, break my walls, go inside, say, give me hope, and then will shit on my carpet with this excuse of, I'm not ready. You know, you are not the only one. We didn't say that this is something like serious, because I don't need people for a while in my life. I have enough love, I guess. Sometimes I just don't have someone to give this love to. This is the problem of our times. We all have basic human needs when it comes to emotions, but some people want to mm, make their ego have the power over them and over their life. And this is scary because this is not just hedonism. This is not going for more. This is extra painful machine breaking your bones and destroying other people around you. The irony is that people who have big ego never notice it, and that's funny. At the end, I would like to say something not mine, and maybe it's not a big discovery, but I've read it somewhere, and I think this is important. The clue of knowing people should be really based off honesty from first step, first word, first action. Sometimes we try to meet people from curiosity, have this mode of Dora the Explorer. But people are not objects, they are not places to visit, knock out the doors. This is still action reaction, this is still human element. And you can start a fire if you can't tame it. That's the end of story for today. I hope that you will be able to think about it for a while, about how we interact with other people, and sometimes how lucky we are, even if we think that we are like hurt, we are in pain, we are disappointed, that somehow in most of these experiences later we will see that it was a blessing in disguise. Maybe if something can work out, it's because we are waiting for someone better, or that something better or someone better is waiting for us. So let's think about it for next week, or how much time do you need for it, and maybe it will change something. Try to meet another person and to learn their world, but with more love and less ego in it. And you will see how the world can change. Thanks. Have a good night, day, whatever you need. Take care of yourself and for others. Bye.